Hello, fellow hair loss people. Today is not a hair review. Today is me showing you how to make topical finasteride. So for those of you who know, and for those of you who've been following along, you do know that I use topical finasteride. I do not use a store or name brand version of it. I found the cost is typically around $50+ a month to go with the Keeps or Hims or any of those. So I make mine at home. So there's two things that you're going to need today. Well, there's more than two things, but at least two things. Starting off with your finasteride prescription. So these are 31 milligram pills that are going to be needed for the topical finasteride. Make sure that you get this prescribed by a dermatologist or your general practitioner. And then this is going to be your minoxidil. This you do not need a prescription for. You can get it from, I get mine from Costco. I found that they are definitely the best value. I know there's other big brand names out there like Rogaine and Hims and Keeps that make them as well. But I found this to be the cheapest and still very effective. So I'm gonna now go over to my bathroom and show you guys how I make it. All right, guys, before we get started, I should preface with I am not a doctor. I am not a healthcare worker. I do not do anything related to medicine or anything like that. So I genuinely think that you should ask and talk to your dermatologist before starting to try and make your own topical finasteride. I did talk to a dermatologist before I started making mine. They said that there were no pharmacies that they knew of that prescribed it other than Keeps or Hims for a reasonable price. So that is why I have ventured out to making my own. So looking down here, this is my minoxidil. It is 60 milliliters, looking at the bottle, 60 milliliters, 5%. And then this is my 31 gram tablets of finasteride. I have an electric pill crusher. I know people also use a hand pill crusher. You can use either one. I am lazy, so I have found this to be very effective. And then I've got a little brush, which just helps get my finasteride out of here. Alrighty, so now I've opened up my finasteride prescription. I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my clean pill crusher right there. Make sure all your pills are out. I'm gonna go ahead and add my cap on top of here, like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the top portion. The moment that I push this down, it will start grinding, and it takes only a couple of seconds. You can kind of hear it's, you can tell that there's no more pieces popping around. And then I'm going to go inside and make sure that there are no major chunks. So you can see right there, it is all pretty well ground up. So I'm going to go ahead and add it now to my minoxidil. All right, all my pills are crushed now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my container and I'm going to slowly add this to my minoxidil. Going to keep tapping it out slowly till it all comes out. I'm going to quickly pause the video and finish the rest of this off camera. All right, you can see now I have gone ahead and added all my finasteride into my minoxidil. So all I'm going to do is take the cap, add it on, and give it a really good shake. I'm going to go ahead and shake this for about 10 minutes or so. Not going to bother filming the whole thing. You guys understand what 10 minutes of shaking looks like. All right, so this is the bottle that I just shook. After shaking it, I usually leave it overnight so that it gets fully dissolved inside of the minoxidil. But I want to show you what it looks like. Minoxidil, as you guys know, is kind of this yellowish opaque color. After you mix it in, it gets a little bit more milky colored. Kind of tough to tell here, but it is slightly more milky. Things to note too about what we just made is this is considered a 0.05% mixture. So it's 0.05 finasteride and then 5% minoxidil. I apply this twice a day, and this so far has given me pretty good results without any of the side effects that you would typically get from oral finasteride. I just want to go over real quick when you apply it. So I put it in this dropper. Whoops, lost a drop there. And then what I do is I kind of go like this and follow grooves of my hair and apply it like that. Just like that. Usually let it sit on my head for a moment, and then I take one hand and I very gently rub it into my scalp to make sure that it's all getting distributed onto my scalp. It is important also that you really make sure that the solution sits overnight to make sure that it dissolves, so that you are getting the maximum amount of finasteride into the solution. It is worth noting too that a lot of the other solutions are a much higher concentration of finasteride. I personally have had bad side effects with the finasteride. This low solution seems to be working for me and seems to be the balance of taking versus not taking finasteride, and seems to be giving me pretty solid results. Seems to have helped stabilize my hair loss, but again, time will tell the ultimate, the ultimate results. And then after you make sure to get it all inside of your hair, it is important to wash your hands for, whatever it is, 20, 30 seconds afterwards to make sure that you do not have any residue left on your hand. I am by no means an expert on topical finasteride. I do not know, honestly, that much about it. All I know is that it has been working for me so far. If finasteride is not working orally for you guys, I recommend that you consult your dermatologist. It is shown that topical finasteride has less side effects than your typical oral finasteride. But as always, consult your doctor, consult a healthcare professional before starting or trying anything new. If you guys have any comments, please make sure to comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to like it. And if you want to see future videos, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys.